All right, what is going on, everyone? We are back, Season 5, Episode 31. Today is April 9th. When you are listening to this, the start of the first round of the 2026 Masters, the best weekend golf on the calendar. Some people say the best sporting event of the year. Take it with what it's worth. I love the Masters. This is a great week. Me and Mackie are going to get into it. A little college basketball, March Madness Final Four recap as we had our national championship and Final Four since we last spoke. But Mackie, how are we feeling heading into Masters Week? March Madness is over. We're on the forefront of just baseball coming up, but we do have some hockey and NBA playoffs coming up. It's a great time in the sports world.
Yeah, good weekend for the weekend after college basketball ends, but obviously you hate to see it go. But yeah, we had our national championship on Monday. It was a pretty good game, but it's looking ahead to like NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. MLB is kind of in full swing now, and obviously just hype for the Masters this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait for the Masters getting underway. Today when they're listening to this, we're recording on Wednesday night, so getting into everything just before it starts. We'll start out with college basketball. A little recap of what we saw since we last spoke. The number one Michigan Wolverines are the kings of college basketball as they cut down the nets in Indy on Monday night, taking down UConn 69-63. What were your overall thoughts on this national championship, I guess, in March Madness as a whole? Michigan, obviously, one of the one seeds that's two straight years we've had one seeds win. The age of the transfer portal, things like that. I'm not going to knock any team for doing that because that's the age that we're in. But what'd you think of that game? Were you impressed with Michigan? Did you think they were deserving of this title?
100% deserving. Don't get me wrong, but not a good game from I would say either team. I mean, Michigan didn't hit a 3-point field goal in the whole first half. They're a very 3-point dependent team.
To the whole game.
To the whole game, exactly. So, a very sloppy game on both ends. Michigan, I think, went like 25 for 27 from the free throw line, which I think kind of saved them. But the whole story was if UConn could stop them down low. And as we saw, everything was around the paint. I think in the first half, they did not have a field goal outside of the paint, which is absolutely insane that they had the lead at half. But Terrence Reed played good. It wasn't even his fault. It's just you have two twin towers over there in Michigan. Terrence Reed got 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes of the game. Not much you could do after that. And Michigan, Dusty, man, what a great game plan to just play into those fouls because it wasn't even just him. Solo Ball, Silas Demery, both were in foul trouble 5 minutes into the game. And Michigan just kind of took over from there. But Dan Hurley had his boys fighting. Obviously, they did everything they could. They don't match up great against Michigan. To just keep making it a 6-point game, I think it says a lot about UConn. But Michigan, after that Saturday game against Arizona, clearly the best team in the league, and they most deserving too. So, not the best national championship game, but I do think the best team won it. Another thing, Michigan is a completely transfer starting five, so it's got to be the first time it's ever happened. Like Huff said earlier, full NIL swing. So, just looking at a different era now, So, but best team won it. So,
yeah, I agree. I think the best team won it. You said it there. UConn, they fought their fight. I think they just kind of ran out of gas. Their moment was obviously the shot against Duke. If you're a Duke fan, you got to be like, Duke beat Michigan on a neutral venue, a month and a half before the tournament starts. They lose on a buzzer beater. They were up 19. The team they lose to gets the national championship and loses by 6 and covers. I was going to take Michigan on the spread. I'm glad I didn't there, but I did end up live betting. I think I had 8.5 that loss, but I didn't. I had a weird feeling about that game. I didn't like UConn to win the game at all, but throughout the whole game, it never felt like UConn was at a serious chance to win. It always felt like Michigan had kind of control in the game. That never really got out of hand, but like you said, they were limiting them from 3. I remember hearing at one point in the second half there was a stretch where they made 20 straight free throws. In college basketball, if you're making your free throws, you're going to win the game, and obviously they only win by 6. So that showed UConn definitely had the right game plan, but I think Michigan was just too much. Elliot Cadeau gets the MOP coming over from North Carolina. Coming into a Michigan team with Dusty May, who is quickly putting his name up in the upper echelon of college basketball coaches, taking FAU to a Final Four a couple of years ago, now getting the job done in his second year at Michigan.
You got to
Um,
remember, 2 years ago he came in. That team was 8-24. Now they've been to the Elite Eight and won a national championship.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
obviously the name attracts a lot of people too. So, but I mean, incredible coach. Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's really. I mean, that's what I gotta say. Is there? Did you have anything most about the Final Four? I thought the Final Four games were actually kind of disappointing. Obviously, Arizona, Michigan didn't live up to the hype. Illinois kind of falling out to UConn. There was never really too close. It got kind of close at the end, but UConn handled business most of that game. But I thought the Final Four was kind of
Very
disappointing.
anticlimactic for sure.
Yeah,
Illinois tried to make it a game towards the end. I don't think that I wouldn't necessarily say UConn's a better team. I just think that they're definitely better coached. Nothing against Brad Underwood, but and they just didn't come into play for that game.
yeah, yeah. And then obviously, since since I was last on, we had MLB opening day. We're obviously 2 weeks into the MLB season. My Pirates have been pretty fun to watch compared to recent years. Bringing up number one prospect in baseball, Connor Griffin, signing him to a 140 million 9-year deal. Just 2 weeks into the season, he officially signed that contract today. What are we thinking heading into MLB season now that we have 2 weeks feeler on some of these teams? I'll give you our power rankings as well. We can kind of touch on these. Number 5, we have the Cincinnati Reds with a nice little hot start at 8-3. They continue to find ways to win games. They came back and won in extras last night in Miami. We have the Atlanta Braves at number 4, the Milwaukee Brewers at number 3, the LA Dodgers at 2, and the Yankees at 1.
Yeah, Yankees. I mean, I haven't watched much of the Dodgers considering they play at 10:30 every night, but Yankees are
Yeah,
definitely the best team in baseball right now. Even yesterday, they had a game against the A's. They were down 3-1 late, and they just find ways to rally every single game. They ended up winning that game, I think 5-3. But and you don't even have Garrett Cole back yet, so it says a lot. Aaron Judge is batting like 190, and you guys are 9-2. So when the big guns start hitting and coming back, it's going to be an even scarier story. But yeah, other than that, I mean, Mets look a little slow. They went on a 5-game win streak, but they don't look great. Soto's on the IL. Pirates looked good for a little. Now they look like shit again. I mean, I haven't watched games, but they've lost a few in a row. So
yeah, he just lost a
um,
series of the Padres. Skeens is back. That's mostly what I was worried about.
yeah, what is he? He
He's
was at a 67 ERA. Now he's
67
at a
ERA. He's already down to 5.
yeah. Guy's doing work. He had a no hitter going into the 5th inning the other day. I saw.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I mean they end up pulling out a bunch of runs for him late in that game, winning I think 7-1 there. They lost today. It was a 0-0 game in the 6th or 7th inning, and then things just kind of went crazy whenever I don't know if they put a relief pitcher in. I was working. It was a day game, but yeah, I'm very excited definitely more excited for baseball than I normally have. That could be the buzzer on my Pirates. Brandon Lowe's been fun to watch. Some of these moves, so soon I better start hitting the ball. But yeah, MLB season, we've had our card going. We have a couple plays out there. We've been going about 500, looking to get that thing rolling there. But we'll jump into what everyone's at least what everyone's here for. We talked about Masters Week. One of the best weeks in golf has officially arrived. The 2026 Masters getting underway Thursday, April 9th, obviously at Augusta National in Augusta, Georgia. Let's take a look at some of these props that we like heading into the tournament. Eventually get to our picks. Who's going to be winning the green jacket on Sunday evening? Mackie, I have locked in. I sent you the ones that I have taken so far. I don't know if there's any other ones I'm going to take. I'm pretty happy with those 5. I am going to give out 3 top 10s. I was going to do a top 5 with one of them, but they were all sitting at plus money for top 10. But where do you want to start? Do you want to start with some top 10s? Do you want to start with the winner? How do we want to do it?
Yeah, I haven't really locked anything in yet. I know you have a few, so if you want to rattle yours off first, then we can just talk about a few.
So, all right, the top 10s that I have, I'm going to go through my picks, and then obviously I'll go through the leaderboards. I am going with Ludwig Oberg, top 10 finish, plus 130. Bryson DeChambeau, top 10 finish, plus 120. and Cameron Young top 10 finish plus 160. All those odds are on MGM. Those are not like the best odds. I don't know if you can shop those, get them better, get them, worse, wherever you find them at. Those are official prices on MGM. The other two that I have, I'll wait, Mackie, to give out my winners if you have anyone you're looking at, unless you want me to just get right into it.
Yeah, you can just keep going.
All right, give me 1 second here. I'm pulling up the top 10. So top 10 finish. Obviously, our favorite with Scotty Scheffler coming in at minus 190. John Rahm, a lot of love around John Rahm coming into the Masters this year at minus 110 for a top 10 finish. Bryson plus 100. I did use an odds boost on Bryson. So Bryson's plus 100 on MGM. Rory plus 105. Ludwig plus 130. Xander plus 130. And then obviously Cam Young plus 160. Fleetwood, another one that's getting a lot of love coming into this weekend. Let me see here. I did pull a couple of trends before we get into the winners. So in Augusta National, or in the Masters at Augusta National in the past however many years, 10 of the last 12 Masters winners played in 2+ Masters before their win. And 9 of the last 12 winners has previously logged a top 5 finish at the Masters. Best of the, or basically saying, you look, that doesn't mean the year before, doesn't mean, recently. Most of these guys, there's obviously the trend that, no first-time player has ever won. One of the guys I bet is a first-time player. I love the odds. He's a hot hand. I'm going to go with it. But also, the last 12 winners ranked inside OWGR top 25. 9 of the last 12 winners had already logged a tournament win that season. So that's a big one. And then obviously I got 2 or 3 more here. So 11 of the last 12 winners were in the top 11 after round 1. So starting not fast, but you can't dig yourself too big of a hole at Augusta National. The last 12 winners were in the top 8 after round 2. So in the single digits, in that top 10 mark after Friday going into the weekend. Something to look at there. The winners usually falling in that top 8 leaderboard. And then the last 14 winners gained at least 18 strokes from tee to green in the 4 events before their Masters win. And 14 of the last 16 winners ranked inside the top 40 in par 5 scoring the year of their victory. So a lot to take in there. A lot of these stats are pointing to one of my picks. It's a popular pick. I just feel like he's a very hot hand right now over on the Live Tour. I am going to be going with Bryson DeChambeau as one of my picks. I did find it at plus 1,400. He's plus 1,100 on MGM. The other one, my value pick, I'm going to be going with, also crazy odds difference. I got it at plus 7,100, plus 4,500 on MGM. As Chris Gotterup has 2 wins this year at the Sony. Obviously, the Waste Management. Bryson's been winning and killing it over on the Live Tour. 2 guys that have been playing their best golf so far this year. Bryson said he's in the best shape of his life, best golf game of his life. But Mackie, I'll go through some of the other leaderboards as far as the odds to win goes. Our favorite, obviously, Scotty Scheffler coming in at plus 600, looking for his 3rd green jacket and to stay on his every other year trend that he's been on. But Bryson right behind him, plus 1,100. John Rahm, plus 1,100. Rory to defend at plus 1,200. Ludwig at plus 1,400. Xander, 1,400. Cam Young, plus 2,000. Matt Fitzpatrick, 22-1. Tommy Fleetwood, 22-1. And Hideki Matsuyama, 28-1. Is there anyone else that you want to hear? Any other bets you're looking at as far as winner, things like that?
Yeah, long shots. I like Min-Woo Lee. I think he's been playing great golf. I'm not sure how he's played at the Masters in the past. Have to look into that before I actually place money on it. But he's been playing great golf, and also plus 260 for top 10. So I think those are great bets. Akshay Bhatia plus 5,100, plus
Love Akshay,
325,
yeah.
plus top 10. He's also been playing incredible golf. So just 2 guys to ride the hot hand with who've been right around the top. The last few tournaments. JT, he hit a hole in one in the round
Par
in the
3 today,
par
yeah.
3 challenge. I've heard anybody who's ever won the par 3 challenge has never won.
Yeah, they've never won. So who won today?
I don't even know how the scoring works, but I'm assuming he had to be towards the top if he had a hole in one.
There was a couple hole in ones. Keegan had one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like 4 hole in ones.
Oh, I don't know who won. I heard that they stopped releasing it because it was like a jinx.
That makes sense. Yeah, that kind of makes
But
sense.
JT plus 5,900, crazy odds. Probably won't win, but again, plus 400 for
That's how I
top
feel about
10.
Goddard.
So
Plus 7,100. I'm like, I'll take a dart throw at that.
yeah,
The
I
guy
don't know
has
how
2
you
wins
got
on the
Goddard. Oh
year.
yeah, you found that Jesse's book, right? Because I had plus 4,800 on Goddard up.
7,100, and I looked again. It's 7,200 now.
Yeah, it's insane.
Because
Absolutely insane.
that's where I just placed. That's where I placed Bryson.
Yeah, I do like Bryson as well. I just think he's definitely the popular vote this year. But I mean,
It's the most popular
it
vote. The most
is.
money out of any winners on him.
It's golf. It doesn't matter. There's nothing
Yeah,
anybody can do about it. If he's playing, he's
exactly,
playing. So,
exactly.
decent odds on him. I see plus
This is
102
the
for
Oklahoma City Thunder, where we
right.
have to
Yeah,
wonder if
you got to
SGA
worry
is going
about
to get to
Scott
the line.
Foster or
Yeah,
Tony Brothers is going to have something to say about it.
yeah, yeah.
But
Especially
yeah,
getting that price on him. The finish that he had last year against Rory, the fall apart on Sunday. You got to think this is one he's had marked on the calendar for the past year.
he is somebody who will get in his head though. But I mean, we've seen him win multiple big.
He needs a quick start. That's another reason why I took Goddard up. He's been starting fast these tournaments, and his odds drop. And I'm like always wishing I got in on him. The one event I did end up getting in on him plus like 400, but going into these tournaments, he's like a 3,000. Some of them are like
Yeah,
he's these long
yeah,
shot odds. So I was like, if he wins a green jacket and I don't have a plus 7,000 ticket, I'm gonna be pissed.
yeah.
But
Don't
I
love
do think
Scotty this
Bryson's the hot
weekend.
one. No one's saying Scotty. I'm the big. I'm the big.
You're the
He
one
hasn't done
guy who
anything this
you
year.
might be. If he has no fans, you're gone. So
Yeah,
what's going
I don't
on?
know. He definitely can win this tournament. He's
Oh,
gonna
don't
stay.
get me
He's
wrong.
gonna
He
be in
can't.
the. He's gonna be in the rush. Like, has he done anything this year? No. Has he had a win this year? No. Has he been playing his best golf? No. Like, I've been hearing a lot of these golf insiders kind of saying, the way
I
he's
just feel like his
playing,
head's not in it.
and he just had his second kid a week ago or a week or two ago, who is on property at Augusta National, which I was listening to a podcast today and they were saying, do you think his name's Remy, the newborn? They said, do you think Remy Scheffler is the youngest patron ever on property at Augusta National? He's like a
Probably,
week old. Yeah. Let alone on the
probably.
course. His wife was carrying him in like the
But
thing on her chest. You know what I mean?
then again, like you might say that's the reason his head's out of it. But if anything, he's the best golfer in the world. Like you don't think he wants to tell that
Yeah.
kid in 20 years, like you were a week old when we were celebrating me winning a green
And
jacket.
yeah, you were walking around Augusta and I won the green jacket that
Yeah.
year. So am I going to be pissed if he wins and I don't have a plus 600 ticket? If he comes out fast tomorrow, Thursday, I don't know what time his tee time is. If he comes out fast, I will be jumping in on it.
At what, minus 110 if he's 3 strokes up on Thursday?
No. I'm saying like if he comes out quick, like a birdie, I'm saying like 3-4
Like
holes
2,
in.
3 holes. Okay.
If
Yeah.
he's like 2 under and I'm like,
But
I
even
just have a
so,
feeling he's going to be on, I'll take him at plus 450, 500.
it won't be that high. No way. If he goes 2 under,
What time it depends what time his tee time is, because
he's
someone might be 10 under.
doesn't matter. It's Scotty Scheffler. If he's 2 under in the first
Yeah.
4 holes, he'll probably be like plus 240.
Let me see where time his tee time is. Where the fuck is it? Let's see. Oh, I should just look at my Masters.
I see 510 on him right now. So if he goes 2 under in the first 4 holes,
yeah,
I would be amazed if it was anything over 250.
Scotty's teeing off at 1:44. He's one of the last groups. Bryson is 10:07 a.m. Here, I'll just go through some of these tee times on the guys I have marked as my favorites on the Masters app. Batia, 9:55 a.m. DeChambeau and Xander, 10:07. That's a good group.
Dude, we
Rory
get to wake
and
up.
Cam Young, 10:31. Chris Goddard up 108. Koepka, 120. Justin Thomas, 132. Scheffler, 144.
I can't wait to wake up tomorrow.
I know. There's guys teeing off at 7:40 before I even start work. I'm gonna have this.
Is it anyone?
Max Homa, 7:50.
Oh, that's cool. I'd watch him.
Yeah. And then a little bit after, Aldrich Potgieter. He had a win last year. He's good. He's like 20. He's a younger dude.
How'd you shoot? How'd you shoot today? You channel your inner masters.
I shot like 43. No, I didn't play that good. I walked. It was nice out, so I was like, fuck it, I'll walk. First main group I'd say is gonna be Sam Burns, Jake Knapp, Keegan Bradley. That's like 9:15, 9:30. Like that's when the big guys start coming out.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean, Homa 7:50. I'll be watching that.
Yeah, for sure. For
But
sure. Other than that, I
yeah,
mean, I'm definitely gonna make some like stupid like group winners
I
tomorrow.
like the round parlay bet
Yeah,
things.
yeah. I'll
Yeah.
probably do a few of those. I'll make the cut one or two of them tomorrow. I saw Danny Willett at plus odds, so I might take him at plus 146. Fred Couples
Who's it?
plus 270. 41st Masters.
That's
You
crazy.
might want to just do it.
That's crazy.
Did you see what he said about it? He was like, "I would never disrespect the Masters. I would only come out here if I knew I could compete."
If I knew I could do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
41st Masters. That's
yeah, that'd be
can't even.
disgusting.
Hold on, I'm looking up some matchups right now.
Because yeah, that's the other thing is like the matchup bets are different no matter what book you use.
Mhm. Sam Burns, Jake Knapp, both minus 115. Who do you got off?
Probably Nap.
Yeah. You're a big Knapp guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I like him.
Shane
I
Lowry.
like how he has the Anaheim Ducks. Oh, he's sponsored by the Anaheim Ducks.
Shane Lowry minus 116 to Jason Day minus 114.
Jason Day in his Malvin Bird outfit.
Dude, I every time I take Shane Lowry, he shits the bed, so
Yeah,
I can never bet on him. Here's a good one. Bryson minus 124, Xander minus 108.
that's gonna be good. That'll be good.
Good odds on Bryson right there.
Yeah, and I like Xander, but I think Bryson.
And
I think
there's no
Bryson has to
tie.
have a good first day.
There's no tie opportunities here. So like if they split, you're good.
It's a push.
Yeah, yeah. Just a few that I've
I
been
might have to.
looking
Yeah, I'm
at.
definitely gonna look at some of those.
Rory minus 136 to Cam Young plus 102. I think there's good value on Cam Young there. Cam Young's been playing great golf too, and I think
Yeah, I have him top 10.
this could be his year where he's right there.
He's been in. He's looking for his first major, but he has. I mean, he's been in the picture for however many events, and he was in the
He
picture at the
won.
Tour Championship at the end of last year.
He won. St. Patty's Day weekend. What tournament was
Yeah,
that?
I don't remember what the tournament was, but you're right. It was like
Yeah,
3 weeks ago.
he's been playing good. He's from like my area, so I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah,
Other than
I
that,
mean,
not much more.
we'll get some. I'm gonna post all the official plays I end up taking. I'll get them out on Twitter, Instagram. Mackie, if you end up taking, just send it in the pics chat, and I'll get it out there. Obviously, some of these guys, like I said, starting 750. Obviously, the odds will be moving, depending on where you get them at. All of that good stuff. But the last thing I want to get into, the NHL playoffs are right around the corner. We're gonna be right in the playoffs next Saturday, April 18th. Everything's getting underway. Let's take a look at the current playoff standings one last time. Who we think gets in, who's out in the East and West. Obviously, we only have a handful of games to go. How are we, how are you seeing the rest of these games shaking out for who's going to be in, who's going to be out? Start in the East. Let's start in the East. That's where it's a little bit more open.
Yeah, I think the Isles are done. I'm gonna take the Isles out of contention here. I think that
I think the Islanders and Capitals are basically eliminated in my mind.
Caps are
Detroit's pretty
gone.
close.
Caps are gone. But Isles
Yeah.
2 days ago were holding that 3 spot in the Met, and now they're 3 points out on a 4-game losing streak. I mean, you can't do that with this race right now.
Yeah.
Senators been playing good. Senators huge win over the Lightning last night, 6-2. Jackets, I want them to be in, but I'd rather see the Senators. Honestly, I think the Bruins are good.
Jackets have a gauntlet to end the season at Buffalo, at Montreal, home against the Bruins, home against the Capitals.
That's insane.
Yeah. Here's who's
I
getting in. I think I think the East stays put. I think the Senators are going to be the second wild card team. They end against the Panthers, Islanders, Devils, Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I mean that could be
And
4
they're
wins.
playing good.
That could be 4 wins.
Yeah. And they're 6-3-1 in their last 10 on a 2-game heater.
Bruins have lost 4 straight. I mean, they were hot for a little while, but
Yeah.
4
They're
straight.
basically
I mean,
locked into that wild card 1 spot unless, they continue to lose and
I
Ottawa
wouldn't say
catches them.
that. I'd say they're pretty much locked into a playoff spot, but I mean, Ottawa has a game on them and they're only 4 points back. So if they win their next game,
Yeah.
they're 2 points back, same games. They could definitely hop them there, but I mean, it'd be hard for the Bruins to not make a playoff spot at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Who's Detroit have? Flyers, Devils, Lightning, Panthers.
Another team that's lost 3 straight, though. I mean, these teams, we've seen it how many times where these teams, doesn't matter what their schedule looks like. If you're losing games like that towards the end of the season, you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. So do you think that's what we're gonna get is Penguins, Flyers, and the Met?
I don't see a scenario where it could be anything else.
You don't think the Blue Jackets could catch Philly and Philly
Oh,
falls
I
back?
always forget the Jackets are in our division. Yeah, they could. Who do they have? Who'd you say?
Same amount of games left. Blue Jackets are 2 points back, but
Oh,
the Blue
no, they have the
Jackets play
gauntlet.
at Buffalo, at Montreal, home against the Bruins, home against the Capitals.
No, I think we're
Flyers have
set
a
up.
pretty friendly schedule to end the season. At Detroit, at Winnipeg, home against Carolina, home against Montreal. Two tough opponents, but at least they're in Philly.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, 2 tough opponents, and the easier ones are on the road. I think we're kind of set up for a Battle of Pennsylvania. It's been a few years. What's it been?
If you would have said that before the season, I'd be like, you're fucking nuts.
Imagine
Seriously.
if you
Both these
asked
teams
before
are
the
supposed to
season, I
miss the
would have said
playoffs.
like 6th and 8th in the Met.
Yeah. Seriously.
Um, yeah, I
It's
do
basically
that.
going to be. It's basically going to be. I do think Buffalo's going to win the Atlantic. Do you?
I don't
They
know
only
who
have
has
3 games
tiebreakers.
left.
It's going to come down to tiebreakers. There's
Yeah,
no
they only have 3 games left, but they play Columbus, Chicago, and Dallas. If they can get a point in that Dallas game and get 5 more points, I think they lock it up.
Okay, who do the Lightning have?
Canadians, Bruins, Red Wings, Rangers.
Dude, that game in Montreal is going to be very telling because I mean Montreal, they're both 78 games, 102
Late
points.
that game's tomorrow. Right now, Lightning are minus 115 on the money line. Montreal minus 105.
It's regulation and overtime wins. It's tiebreaker. The Lightning have the tiebreaker right now.
Okay.
I want to see
So
Buffalo get
yeah,
that 1 seed.
I want to see Buffalo get it too, but I think Carolina is going to be the 1-1.
Yeah.
Like I think they'll have the most points. They play Chicago, Utah,
Oh
Flyers,
yeah,
Islanders.
they're good. They're good. Yeah,
They're going to be the overall
Hurricanes are
one,
going
so
to
you can
have
get
that one.
Ottawa
Ottawa or
and
Columbus or
Ace. Ace, if the Bruins are, I think the Bruins are going to be that wild card 1 spot, like we said. They're basically going to get whoever wins their division.
Bruins have
Probably Tampa.
Lightning, Blue Jackets in Columbus, and then Devils.
Here's what I think we're going to get for playoffs: Lightning versus Bruins, Sabres versus Canadians, Canes versus Senators, Penguins, Flyers.
So nothing moves.
I don't think anything moves.
That's fair. I like it. I think the playoff teams now are the playoff teams.
Well, the one I think moves is I think Tampa will win that division. After you saying that, I think Tampa wins the division.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I would have Buffalo playing Montreal.
Dude, that East is going to be a gauntlet in the playoffs too. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be real fun.
And then obviously in the West, some of it's a little locked up, obviously with Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota already all clinched. The Pacific is pretty wide open with Edmonton and Vegas both sitting there with 78 games played, 88 points. Anaheim not far behind them, 78 games played, 87 points. Is Utah in that division as well? No, because they'd be in the Duck spot.
Yeah,
they're in the Central. And then I guess the Kings would be the next team that could push for that Pacific. But which of those 3 teams you think pulls it out? Let's look at these schedules. You pull up Vegas. I'm on Edmonton. Edmonton's losing 1-0 to the Sharks right now. They play at LA, home against the Avs, and then home against the Canucks.
Yeah, the Knights have the Kraken on the road in Colorado, home versus the Jets, home versus the Kraken.
Dude, I think the Ducks are going to win this division.
And the Knights are on a 4-game heater too. Ducks have lost 6 straight.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
But they do have 2 easy games left. The Preds aren't easy actually.
Canucks and Sharks.
When you get to play Vancouver, I mean, it's an auto win.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then you don't deserve it.
Edmonton gets to play Vancouver too, I think.
Dude, did you see the Kings have 19 regulation wins? And they're 1 point out of a playoff
Really?
spot, 77 games into the
Oh
season.
yeah,
19 games won
that's
in
crazy.
regulation. It's
That's
disgusting.
crazy.
It's gross. I mean, honestly, the Penguins are probably close too.
Yeah, we have a
No,
lot of
Penguins have
overtime games.
33.
They have 5 games left. I think the Kings are going to get in.
Why? Who do they have
I think
left?
Kings are going to get in instead of Nashville.
I'll be rooting for them. I'll root for Panarin. But they do have the
Yeah,
Canucks twice. Oh my god, that's beautiful for them. And the
for the
Flames.
Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Canucks
and
twice
Seattle.
and the Flames and Seattle. Yeah, I mean if they don't make it, it's on them.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Avs 1. Who do the Wild have left?
Do the matchups. The Avs will be the 1-1 seed, so I think they'd
Yeah,
get the
I'm gonna go
Kings.
Avs Kings. I'll go Utah Vegas. I think Vegas gets that 1 seed, and then we'll go Dallas. I think Minnesota's gonna get that 2 because I think they have the tiebreaker. Never mind. I don't think they have a
Regardless,
tiebreaker.
Dallas versus Minnesota,
Yeah, Dallas,
Edmonton versus
Minnesota.
Anaheim.
Dallas, Minnesota is literally already locked up
Yeah,
statistically, and then yeah, we'll go Edmonton, Anaheim.
yeah. So I don't think Nashville gets in, and too little, too late from the Sharks. I think.
Yeah,
Although
you'd love to see the Sharks, but I
they have
don't think
6
so.
games left. They're now tied with the
Oh
Oilers. The Oilers
wow,
scored since I just said that.
6 games left,
Well, tonight and then 5 more.
and they get the Canucks, they get the Blackhawks, they get the Jets,
The Preds, who we don't think is going to make it.
the Preds. Yeah, but the Preds, that's a huge game right there. They have a friendly schedule too.
A Ducks team who you just said is on a 6-game losing streak
If
tomorrow
the
night.
if the Sharks win tonight, oh, dude, I don't know because the Kings have such an easy schedule.
Dude, if the Sharks even get a point tonight, they're in play.
Yeah, I think you need 2. I think with the Kings schedule, the Kings are going to win 4 of the next 5.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kings. I'd love to see the Sharks in
I think
there,
it's gonna
though.
be too little, too late for the Sharks.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Love
think
to s
Kings get in. I think it's the exact playoff matchups you just went through.
You think Vegas gets that 1 seed?
I think Vegas will get it after going through the Anaheim's on a 6-game losing streak. Even though they all have the same amount of games. What's the tiebreaker? You said regulation wins.
I think it's regulation and overtime wins.
Vegas still has to go to Colorado. You got to assume that's a loss. Although Colorado might not really be needing games at that point.
Yeah, but they're already sitting McGar.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Vegas wins it. I think it'll be the exact ones you just went through.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good push. What season's on Sunday, right?
No, Penguins play Tuesday, so I know it's at least till
Oh, the NBA ends on Sunday.
Tuesday. There's games Wednesday
Thursday.
and Thursday. There's games up till Thursday the 16th, so next week.
Should be a good push, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. But other than that, that's really it. Like I said, stay tuned for any of the picks we give out on the Masters. Masters getting underway Thursday when you're listening to this. You can catch all of our plays. HitTheBooks.pod on Instagram. HitTheBooks_pod on Twitter. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.